Staying at home, turn off the phone, I will listen to you.
Hey, hello everyone. Good evening. This is Abhi, and you're listening to me on sTalk. By the way, how was the song? This is not my plate. This is the song I find out actually on through some like the music I used to listen, and I like this song. It's recently they released by Peter Crosby actually, and I loved it. Like I feel like it's countryside music, like make you feel more alive actually. So this is why I played. Well, it's weekend time, and in Kuala Lumpur, as I'm based in, it's raining at the moment. Can you hear that? It's still raining, guys. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about today about one thing which is about the work. Like as you guys know, I'm from India, right? So and the Indian family, the expectation is a bit different, like if compared with other countries, the parents, I don't know, but well, like I'm in Kuala Lumpur, I know the people here, so and I know some people also, from many people actually from other countries. So I would like to share with about that, like what is how is the difference between, and maybe somewhere at some point, we are also agree, so let's start. Okay, so well, if you guys remember, I mentioned to you earlier that I came here for the study, and I have done my master degree here. Okay, and in India, like our parents, they give too much importance, and then it's really important also. Like it's very because of course they love you. Our parents, they love us, so of course they care about us. But in India, it's like must things, like you must have education, like it's a priority, topmost priority, and so well, you have to be educate yourself, like it's a way competitive country, India. There, I mean, it's too much, I would say, like in every sector, it's a labor job, a managerial job, or director, any kind of things, it's a very too much competitive. Well, I'm not here because it's too competitive, of course, but the point is, Indian parents, like they want their, like the son, okay, the son or a daughter, okay, they want to see them in a very good position, like very good title, a good package, and they want to see you, a very good life, so you can enjoy your life, of course, in the end, and maybe they also want to feel like, maybe I couldn't give you what you really deserve, so at least your kids, they won't go through in the same emotions, when if you're not capable of giving something, so like like nowadays, in India, we give priority to the public sector job, rather than we come to the private sector, because usually the perception is and somewhere I think it's true that the private sector is, of course, they give you very handsome salary, a lot of benefits, but in return they suck your blood also, right? I think so. And but in compared to like government job, you just take a chill pill, kind of things. Just do your job, no one's gonna bother you, and then it's like permanent job, it's like you have got your seat already, and there are benefits, of course, so, and as I said, it's very competitive, in India. So just think about, like, whether if it's a private job, just a normal, like a clerk, security guard job, there's a lot of competition even in this field also. When it comes to government job, can you imagine? how is going to be competitive? How many applicants are getting, they're preparing so long, how many years? I don't see here in Malaysia, like the coaching, the tuition, is quite, it's like a business in India. Every street, there are like specific state cities, they are well known, by some of the experts in mathematics, physics, science, this and that. It's a very good business in India, and it's expensive. Education is not cheap, guys, right? It's very expensive. And some more when comes to, like comparing my kids, my daughter, my son, everybody wants to provide them a good education, good schools, English speaking schools, the facilities, this and that. Then how about that? Okay, you got a good education, you got a good marks, and then you're out to apply for a job, where India or abroad. Well, I'm abroad, so I can easily feel the difference. Of course, like you have to be qualified, and but in abroad, I feel like there is less competition in compared to India. Of course, it's a populated country, okay, but the requirements, like when it comes to like someone is from India, the requirement level is already, they make it up to the mark, like they won't negotiate with that. It's so, I mean, if you are Indian, I mean, you have to go through again, with those difficulties, that questions, they won't take you easily. It's not that easy, like as we think, and the perception, if you're abroad, like you're making a lot of money, that's the another perceptions, like people, they think, I think it's maybe the people would be agree, if you're from any country, and if you're working abroad, they might be thinking you're making a lot of money, but definitely maybe you're making a lot of money, it depends, but how about the other things, the pressure, like how about the factors we don't even think of, like your colleague behavior, your company culture, the workload, performance, people, maybe they demotivate you, because of something, and you are not actually the person, like who making mistakes. So there are a lot of factors, you have to go through to get the handsome salary end of the month, right? And but this is just opposite, if you work in government job, of course there is things, but that's not going to bother you, that my dad is a government job, serviceman, so, and so I know that. And then definitely if you are but it's good, you like if you're really capable of getting something, you will get it. No one's gonna stop you, okay? But I believe, but I would like to ask one thing, like let's suppose you're getting a handsome salary, okay, but every day you have to, it's like challenging for you, like you're gonna wait, oh, what's the time is going to be in, oh, no, I need to leave the office right away, how am I gonna survive, where is going to be problem to sleep for you, problem to think of, would you prefer to have a job like with low pay, but enjoying your work, there is no such a stress, no bullying, kind of things, you're loving the way you work, everything is perfect, but your family, maybe your parents, your friends, your neighbor, whoever, like they're not happy, because they feel like until you get their job, until you get that package, then for them it's like, okay, now you got it, then you're successful. So what's the meaning of success, like being successful in your life, from career point of view? Getting a handsome salary with the job, giving you a lot of stress, every day is challenging for you, and every day making so difficult for you, or getting a less salary, okay, it's not very less actually, it's just lower than the higher salary, okay, but you're enjoying your work every day. You're happy, you come back home very happy with a smile face. You don't really count day by day, whether it's Monday or Saturday or Friday, it's a weekend or not. It's normal for you. It's just like, okay, done. 1 week is done. That's it. So personally, I feel like if you are because nowadays we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of options. Internet has given you uh, opportunity, to test your knowledge, to test your abilities, and as much as you can. It's you are gonna decide like how you're gonna use your skills, so and I noticed one thing, guys. When I used to watch most of the like comedy dramas, I like it actually. Yeah. So whenever I get time, I just watch those comedies, dramas. It makes me happy. In 1 minute, just get fun. No need to wait for 1 hour, 2 hours. So have you noticed or not? But I have noticed like one thing. When you see any like funny character, okay. But did you notice one thing? Even the funny character, definitely he or she has some skills. That's why he got this role in that particular drama or movies or any serial, right? Even he looked funny for us. Means everyone has their own skill, and if you gonna know that like this is your skill, but how are you going to use that skill is you, not the third person, because they don't know. They will judge you by your look. What are you gonna wear? What's your wearing? The branded clothes or not. So that's gonna decide, to the other people. But it's you gonna decide that my skill, that how you can going to be highlight those skills, hidden skills, to the public. So it's you have going to go through all those things. So that's what I also noticed, that yeah, it's true. That's why I always believe like, there's a professional life, right? We have no choice, like unless we have very good money, and then we can start some business. We just sit and we can handle the business thing, but it's of course not going to be easy as we think. But at least they're better than working for a month to wait for the salary, right? So I have like been thinking about this, that in future it's all going to be changed, because this generation, like they're so creative, they're so productive, right? So I think let's suppose you have a stressful job, the good pay, okay, and then you really don't enjoying your work. I mean, if it's only about the work, I think people will be okay. But when it comes to more about like meeting the colleagues and their behavior, maybe regarding with managerial things, like I don't know, but it could be anything, any factor, right? Working at the workplace, and that really distract you, that you can't focus on the work, because of that. Then it's become difficult for everyone, I'm sure. So but I feel like, if let's suppose if I'm that place, but luckily I don't have such problem. I'm lucky enough for now. Maybe in future, I don't know. So I feel like if you have a, see, professional life is different. That is not in our control. That is not in our hands, right? We need to follow the rules. We have to. Boss is always right. So when you come back to home, what are you going to do after that? I think that's also a key point, right? We need to remember that how are you going to spend your rest of the hours? You all have 24 hours. So how are we going to utilize those hours, like to make you happy, to release your stress, to keep yourself busy, to be more productive? That what you're going to do, something that really excites you, when you come back home, when you finish your work. Because what I'm doing right now is just one of the example. I'm doing podcasts. I'm talking to you because I feel like people like me, there's so many, they can connect with my feelings, what I have been through, you know. And trust me guys, don't worry about the whether there are 100 people. If the 100 people they don't like you, there will be 100 people who will like you. So let's be optimistic. Let's focus on those 100 people who like you. So I'm saying that I think we all must have to be like, just stick with your passions, you know. After we come back work, do it anything. Just cook, eat, do anything. You can make videos. If you're a good singer, just sing a song. No matter how bad you're singing, at least that make you feel like busy, that make you feel distract from your stressful work, you know, those hours. At least if you like cooking, just cook. If you like to talk with your friends, just do it. Make sure just be a productive, you know. Yeah, like, see, there's so many things to do. I don't understand why people, if you are just, you know, like watching something, if you are just doing nothing actually, and then just spending your time and then making someone else rich, I don't know what to say. Unless you're really rich, you know, of course you don't care about anything. But people like me, you know, if you want to be something, you want to do something extraordinary, you know. When it comes to this, I think we have to do something extraordinary as well. Then that's how we can do something extraordinary in your life. So and this is the point, like you might be agree also that what is important for you, you know, because it's you. We are the one. We are going to spend rest of our life, you know, with ourselves. So we are the one actually. And you know guys, even it's sometimes difficult to explain to the people, right? I know that. But make sure you're doing good. Your intention is good. So that's why I say, like, you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. You don't need to spend your energy trying to earn others' acceptations or waste your time, you know, like trying to explain yourself. And you don't need to justify your ideas to others who don't really understand. Because my beautiful friend, just be you. Spend your time doing your things. Spend your energy learning and growing, most important. Pour yourself into your ideas and dreams and let go of what others are saying. Because in the end, it doesn't matter what they think. Agree or not? Because it only matters what you think. So guys, it's very important what you think, and that's going to be matters in the end. So guys, I don't want to go too long, you know, about this, and I will come up with some up, because everything I'm going to share here is, first thing is start from me. And how many of you going to connect with these emotions, this experience, you can let me know in the comment section, okay? But this is what I'm going through. I feel it right now. And well, it's raining, the weather is romantic. So if you guys have friends, dear ones, spend time with them, chill, take your time, rest, and hope to see you in the next episode with something new, experiences, new challenges, you know. And yep, that's it. So enjoy your weather and happy weekends. Thank you. Bye bye.